Pellets fired around the city, including at one of our 5 on Your Side crews, where suspects are shooting a pellet gun at unsuspecting people this morning.
Praying that it wasn't him.
A local veteran's body found and identified in San Antonio, while his family disagrees with police findings so far in this case.
We're headed to see hotter temperatures to end the week, near 100 degrees by Friday and Saturday, with heat index values pushing near 110. There is some relief on the way. We'll show you when.
Animals without air conditioning. The Metro East shelter facing this dangerous problem today, and how you can protect your pets at home.
Right now, we are 38 days out from the Olympic Games, but just hours away from Team USA's diving trials. A Baldwin mom shares her feelings as her son prepares for tonight's competition.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
This morning, a look ahead at just how hot it's going to get today right here where we live and breathe, folks. Water, sunscreen, and shade, very important for anyone that is headed outside today. Oof. Good morning. It is Tuesday, June the 18th. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. And of course, as the sun rises and heats up in St. Louis, we've got Paul helping us, get to where you need to go fast. And I know you've been watching a car fire as well.
Yes.
Anthony Slaughter, of course, outlining just how hot it's going to get.
Yeah, so there will be a silver lining today, the clouds. We talked about them in the last half hour, how they're thicker on the Illinois side. So some places may not get into the 90s today. So there is some relief there. But St. Louis Metro is still expecting about 95 for the high today. So depending on your location, you may not see that extreme heat for today. Let me show you the clouds I was talking about if you're just waking up and joining us. You can see them from O'Fallon, Illinois. Look how you can see them with the naked eye. Yeah, drifting along. That's a strong southerly flow that has kicked in. And because of those clouds on the Illinois side, that again means you could have a cooler day somewhat, but again, it's relative. I mean, 80s is still warm, but at least it's not extreme heat. 95 for St. Louis, that's where we're headed for today. And again, on the satellite and radar, you can see how those clouds are thicker on the Illinois side of the river, so that's where you could have some relief from the heat, but nobody gets relief from the dew points. Those humidity are high. The dew points up near 70 always means very uncomfortable air. So numbers in the 70s to start, but look at this map again. You can see how some places will be in the 80s to right about 95 degrees here in St. Louis. Fingers crossed. All right, let's talk about our traffic this morning. Paul, you've had 3 issues really in the last 15 minutes.
You're right, buddy. We have definitely an obstacle-full morning here as far as the roads go, so I'm really glad we get to tell you more about it. You can see the roadway is moving just fine on 70. Of course, folks slowing up a little bit to take a look at this car fire that just went out. Now, a little bit of a cautionary tale there. It's blocking the ramp near the Blanchette. So you see the little picture, and then you're going to be seeing the cone. That's right where we are on 70 going westbound. Really not too slow around there, but that could happen. And then also want to make sure you see a big delay due to an accident here. 44, Six Flags all the way to 109. We are going to be delayed, and that's a 4-mile delay. Try 100 if you can. If you're coming from Pacific, maybe use Gravois. We'll have another take of traffic coming your way soon.
Right now, we continue to follow some breaking news. Crews are battling a fire at the Republic Service Building in South St. Louis. This right here is a live look at the scene. This is near Interstate 55 in Bayless. Fire crews and smoke can be seen if you're driving along Interstate right next to it. Right now, the ramp to northbound I-55 is closed. This morning, we are working to learn if anyone was hurt. And this morning, our newsroom is also working to learn how 4 people are doing after they were involved in a deadly crash near the border of South St. Louis City and County. It happened around 11:30 last night at River de Pere and Old English Road. We can confirm that 1 person is dead and that it was a single car crash. When we learn how the 4 injured people are doing or what caused the accident, we will update you on air and online at KSDK.com.
Well, new this morning, several people are driving around St. Louis firing pellets at people, and one of them involved our photojournalist.
Our Sydney Stallworth is live for us outside downtown police headquarters this morning with some exclusive video leading up to the incident. And first of all, Sydney, it's good to know that you guys are safe. And I understand that this happened several times over the past few hours.
Rennie, Michelle, that's exactly right. At least one person has been hit so far with what police are telling us could be a BB gun. Several people finding themselves ducking and dodging pellets in downtown St. Louis, including one of our very own photographers. He found himself as the target of the shooter earlier this morning just outside of our station, and it was all caught on camera. Take a look at this. This is video you will only see here on 5 on Your Side. This is Walnut Street before 4 a.m. You'll see a black car drive the wrong way up the street. Then someone fires what appears to be a pellet gun from the window of that car. You just saw our photographer duck for cover behind the car. You know, just hours earlier, another reported shooting near Soulard on 9th and Russell. One person was hit with what police tell our crews on that scene was a BB gun. This happened just before 1:30 this morning, just outside of Hammerstones. Now, our 5 on Your Side photographer was not hit and is okay this morning. We have reached out to police for some more information on this. We've asked them whether any arrests have been made. We know we reported the incident outside the station to police. We're still waiting to hear back from officers on whether or not any arrests have been made. That's the very latest from here in downtown St. Louis. I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on Your Side.
Thank you, Sydney. This morning, the decision to release Planned Parenthood's transgender patient records is in the hands of a St. Louis judge.
Missouri Attorney Andrew Bailey is asking the court to overturn an April ruling where a different judge decided that the records are protected by HIPAA laws.
One of the things we also wanted to make clear to the court today is that patients should have a say in this matter, and that the court should afford them an opportunity to be heard and object if they oppose the Attorney General's overreach.
Bailey claims a court order can require medical providers to produce records. His statement reads, "The law is clear that my office has the legal authority to protect children in the state of Missouri. 3 courts have affirmed that idea already." Now, if the judge sides with Bailey, Planned Parenthood says it will file an appeal and wants 90 days to notify patients.
Listen, like, we know it's going to be hot, so we're not going to just stay inside all summer. I'm not going to.
As we all know, the sweltering heat is hitting St. Louis hard, but it did not keep folks from heading to the opening night of Les Mis at the Beauty. Industrial fans worked overtime to keep the audience and the cast cool. Now, right now, the Madison County Animal Shelter is struggling to keep their cats and dogs cool. The AC there is now broken. Our Diamond Palmer is live in Edwardsville, where lots of cats and animals and dogs and everybody needs some help right now. And Diamond, just how many dogs are in that shelter at this time?
Well, Rennie, at this time, we know about 50 to 70 dogs get taken into this shelter here at the Madison County Animal Care and Control Center each month, and dozens of more cats get taken in as well. So we're here, and this is the sign that's on the door this morning. It says we are closed due to not having any air conditioning. We will reopen today, but sorry for the inconvenience. So you can only imagine what these dogs must be feeling this morning. We've already heard many of them barking inside of this shelter, and that's why they need your help to foster these animals while they deal with no air. So this shelter sits on Route 143 off of Interstate 55 in Edwardsville, which is about 24 miles east of St. Louis. Officials posted on Facebook all of this information, saying they plan to open this morning at about 9:30, but they need their adult large dogs to be taken in as fosters. The dogs can tolerate temperatures of about 80 degrees for short periods of time, but the higher the temperature is, including 100 degrees, they can experience some serious health effects. This morning, we're going to show you the most effective ways to keep your dog safe in the scorching heat if you also don't have air conditioning. So on your screen, you can see some of these tips and tricks you can do yourself. Use a cooling vest that deflects the heat and cools dogs through evaporation. Also consider using cold and wet towels. You can spread them out for your dogs to lie or stand on. Maybe even consider using rubbing alcohol. You can dab that between your dog's ears, on their stomach, or on their paws. And rubbing alcohol actually cools faster than water and can draw out some of that heat. Lastly, you should also consider using unflavored pediatric electrolyte solution to drink if your dog becomes dehydrated. Of course, you will want to monitor them if you are heading outside today or any day of this week. But coming up in the next half hour, we'll detail more pet safety tips during this heat. For now, we'll send things back to meteorologist Anthony Slaughter for more on the scorching heat.
Yeah, good morning, Diamond, and thanks for those updates. Good reminders, not only for the kids, but also for the pets. And let's talk about the Muni, since we were just mentioning that. The second night of Les Mis happening, and there are your temperatures. You can see it's going to be steamy around showtime. Numbers still back into the mid to upper 80s. Mainly clear tonight and dry, but also humid and breezy. A little natural AC. Gusts could top 30 miles per hour for the day ahead. We go into the next few days, the numbers are still going to be very steamy. Even today, we're expecting the highs in the mid 90s. Same deal for tomorrow. Temperatures start to climb a little bit more as we end the week. Friday and Saturday, we could set some records when it comes to our high temperatures. We'll talk about that, and there's some relief on the way, believe it or not. We'll show you the extended outlook, what a cold front could do for us next week. That's coming up.
Identity confirmed. A St. Louis Navy veteran found dead in Texas. Mercedes McKay is going to walk us through the latest in the investigation.